recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Another episode of A Work in Progress. I don't even know what we're going to start calling this show. It's where we watch random British oddball matches after we discuss wrestling. But I'm your host, Brent Piles. And with me, as always, is the man who is from the future and across the ocean. He's the bar and brawling disco dancing dynamite stretching intercontinental playboy. Folks, he's more overs than celebrating your girls harder than your players when you're the manager. He's at G. Russell Glenn. Glenn, how you doing?
I'm suffering a bit. I'm very achy. As I said to you in the chat, I feel like a jobber that's been chucked around by Sid today for some reason. I don't know why.
You didn't get any judo matches? There was no, like...
No, nothing physical at all. Unless it was in my sleep and I didn't know about it.
I say this to younger people all the time. I'm not quite as old as you. I'll be 40 this year, but I tell them I injure myself sleeping far worse than I could ever do it awake.
Yep. That's true.
Yep. It's like, why does my arm hurt? Oh, because I slept on it wrong.
Yeah.
That's why. I haven't done anything physical. I didn't lift any weights. I didn't move a box. Nothing. I just slept on it.
Well, I feel like I've been clubbed by something on my shoulder.
Well,
really
maybe you probably slept on it wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
You probably slept on it wrong.
It's all the years of bloody being stupid with my body, chucking it around one way or another. I'm playing football or wrestling or whatever.
It gets harder and harder to recover from those sort of things once.
Yeah, that's why I gave up playing football at 50 because just wasn't recovering from the injuries as easily.
The fact that you made it to 50 is amazing. The fact that you made it to play until 50 is amazing. Yeah. Speaking of football.
Oh, yes. Something special happened on Sunday.
Something special did happen on Sunday.
Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, we're sorry, Dan. Sorry about that, buddy. We're not really sorry, but sorry. In fairness to Dan's favorite squad, I also didn't think that they played up until their best. But that doesn't matter to us because we won, so.
Mm-hmm. We certainly did. What is all this with the bloody anti-celebration police that have suddenly come up on social media? Jamie Carragher and the other twat from Manchester United, Gary Neville.
Oh, yeah.
Moaning about Arsenal celebrating wins. It's amazing how many gifs of or gifs, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp people can find going like a maniac.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Is like he celebrates them hard too, and I'm not complaining. Like I'm fine with whatever celebration you want to do. If you score, go ahead and run around and do whatever you want. And I never saw Miguel Arteta play as a player, but I imagine he was pretty fiery as a player too. I would imagine
he was. He was a good player. At the end of the day, he's out here right. He's an Arsenal man,
right?
He played for Arsenal. Now he's managing Arsenal. So you can't expect him not to celebrate when something good happens.
I mean, you want to see somebody over celebrate, you should see me in my living room.
Yes. I mean,
if you want to complain about something.
It's probably where I've done all my injuries was on Sunday leaping about my living room.
That's probably all the air punching that I did. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
It was, and the other thing that happened on Sunday, of course, was NXT Deliverance or whatever it is.
I wish it was NXT Deliverance. Wouldn't that be great? NXT Vengeance Day.
Oh, Vengeance Day. That was it. Watching Ilya, and that made me ache as well.
Yeah, that might also have something to do with why you got it. Because, yeah, you could hurt just watching that match. It didn't take long for both men to be bleeding, which I didn't figure it would because Trick came in with a busted lip. So,
yeah.
But I think about 4 or 5 minutes in, they both had blood.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, that entire card was good. I mean, there wasn't a match on that thing that wasn't good. Even the weird 6-person match was good. I enjoyed all of it.
What I like as well is not only was that a really good card, but any casual that watched that and thought, oh, I'll watch Tuesday night's show because of that. Got a really good show last night as well.
I did not partake in the NXT last night, but I will watch it when it comes on
Again,
Peacock on Thursday.
Ilya fighting against Dijak.
Oh, that took place?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, goddamn, pal.
Both been beaten to crap on Sunday, and yet 2 days later they're beating each other to crap.
Yeah, because that match was great too. The Joe Gacy Dijak match was good. He did finally get a win, like we were hoping he would when we talked about it on Friday. Yeah. Unfortunately, I did lose my title. I lost to the mayor, right?
No, it's a draw between me and the mayor.
Oh, so everybody won but me.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course, Glenn. Of course, everybody won but me.
You only got a couple of weeks before you can get your title back, though.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber. That's another thing too. I see a lot of. I guess I see a lot of whining and complaining about a lot of things, but this is another thing I see a lot of whining and complaining about American wrestling fans whining and complaining because they have to get up, and watch a wrestling show at 3:30 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, whatever it is. First of all, you don't have to get up and watch it. No one's making you. You haven't signed a contract. You're not obligated. You can watch it when you fucking get up. Number two, everybody else around the fucking world does it. You have to do it once. Suck it up.
Yeah. I don't go to bed till 4. If I watch Raw on a Monday, I don't go to bed till 4 o'clock.
Here's what you do: you get up and you get up at 3:30 or 4:30 with the intent of staying up and watching it. You fall asleep an hour into it, like the rest of us. That's what you do. You don't whine about it.
No, and it baffles me how people that are watching Raw at 8 o'clock moan about it being too long.
No. Luckily for me, it starts at 7 and runs till 10, so that's like perfect. It's 10 o'clock about my bedtime anyway. So
yeah.
But if I had to stay up till 11, fuck you, I wouldn't stay up till 11 and watch it. No way.
But the way and the quality of it now is not as though it drags.
True.
No, we did have that period where I wouldn't certainly watch it because I'd been asleep after 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have watched it because if I had to watch it for all 3 hours, I would have pulled my eyeballs out of my head.
Yeah. But now 3 hours goes nowhere with it. Don't even notice it's 3 hours.
It does go by rather quickly. I didn't watch all of it on Monday night. I did see the very beginning of it, which was good. But yeah, so I think everybody regained all the titles at not within us, but I mean within NXT. I don't think there were any title changes, right? Dragon Lee lost, Trick lost because Melo finally turned on him. What did you think of the turn? Did you like how they did it?
Excellent. That was a good old-fashioned turn.
I agree. And I think they built it up just long enough. I think it was the perfect amount of build-up.
Yeah, so do I. It was. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole show.
What's going on in the African Cup there, Glenn?
It's the Ivory Coast against Congo.
Who won the last one?
Oh, Nigeria.
Nigeria did win it.
Yeah.
So there you go. So Nigeria is into the final, and they'll face the winner of the one you're watching now, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
There's an FA Cup game on as well, but I'd rather watch this. Is more entertaining because the quality of football's not so good.
Sometimes that can be very entertaining. It'd be very up and down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What else happened on that? Oh yeah, and Laura Valkyrie defeated Roxanne Perez when Lola. You gotta wait until everyone's down to cash in. Haven't you learned anything?
No, obviously not. That was now on Tuesday. What's her face? I can't
Roxanne.
No, the one that's stalking Lyra.
Oh, Tatum Paxley.
She's got the contract. So,
how does that work?
How that's worked?
Are those contracts transferable?
No, I don't know how that's worked. What's everything? Oh, Tuesday. Oh yeah. As I said, we had Ilya against Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov against Dijak.
He fought himself. That should be here.
Ilya against Dijak, and there was a bit Dijak is hanging over the apron of the ring, and out from underneath it came Joe Gacy with a boxing glove on a pole, punched him in the face with it.
With a boxing glove on a pole?
Yeah. Imagine he's laying on his back. Imagine he's come out here. He's laying on his back and he's come out from underneath the ring and he's got a boxing glove with a pole and boom.
That's hilarious. I like it. That's amazing.
For my own selfish, my love of Wrestle Silly and Wrestle Spooky, I hope these vignettes that they're doing is going to lead to Uncle Howdy doing something with Joe Gacy.
That would be something. Man, that's really funny. A boxing glove on a stick. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, so really good NXT show. I need to watch the Tuesday program, which I will when it comes on Peacock tomorrow.
Yep.
We haven't done a show since this happened. Something big happened on Friday, right?
Oh God. I can't understand it. Suddenly, all the people that wanted Rock versus Roman now hate The Rock.
The Rock is now the worst person on the planet. He went from being the nicest, coolest dude on the planet to now a major politician who politicked his way into the main event of WrestleMania, who everyone hates.
I know this isn't. I know we're preaching to the choir with our listeners, but people, you don't need to hound his daughter off of social media through a storyline in the WWE.
If you resort to that over a television show, you have problems that a therapist needs to address. And you probably need to seek some help and talk to someone, because that's not normal behavior for a person to have.
No. And it is all that thing about the social media being this anonymous thing where people can say and do whatever they like with no consequences.
Yeah.
And it's a shame.
It's that old saying of, it makes people too comfortable to not get punched in the face for the way that they speak to people. Because I know a lot of people think violence isn't the answer, but I'm a firm believer that a lot of people wouldn't act the way they acted if they hadn't got socked in the face a couple of times for it.
That's right. And it is that thing. It is the way that people talk. You wouldn't put up with it in real life.
Right.
So why do people expect you to put up with it when you're online?
Exactly.
And of course, WWE, they address the issue. Cody addressed the issue. Everybody sticks their finger in their ears and goes, la, 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 we can't hear that. You're bad.
Yeah.
WWE basically came out and said, you will find everything out on Thursday. We're having this big press conference or whatever it is, this big WrestleMania, whatever thing on Thursday. You will find out everything that's going on then. Cody went on the ex-Twitter and put, for God's sake, everybody, calm down and trust me.
Yeah, he said, I appreciate the passion and the support, but just trust me. Yeah.
Yeah. And yet they all need to ignore that.
Well, the thing about today in society is everybody wants to get up on their soapbox about something. And I'm not throwing shade, because there's things that I like to get up on my soapbox about too, but it's usually not wrestling related. And I get that you don't like it and that you don't, you're not happy with it, but it's wrestling and you never know where the story is going to go. So I tend to not try to make any quick snap judgments on anything, because how do I know what's going to happen?
You got all those people as well, going back to the other thing that was going on. They basically want to tar and feather Triple H. Well, he must have known. He must have known. The thing with him is he probably wasn't involved with any of that sort of nonsense. Because
also, if you look at that timeline, he had just had fucking open heart surgery.
Yeah.
So he wasn't, and I'm not saying that, I don't know how long it's been going on, but if you're looking at the current suit that they're talking about, I don't think Triple H was around. I'm not exonerating anyone, but I'm also not going to jump to judgments and point the finger and blame someone without blindly knowing any facts.
No, that's it. No, I've met him a couple of times, and I found him a very nice guy. Politically, we don't see eye to eye, but again, I don't see eye to eye with Mark either. But basically, because he's that much taller.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get a stool.
Yeah. But
Only the ladder, pal.
they have their right wing tendencies. I'm more to the left, but we'll. But as people, they're nice people. I enjoy talking to them. We don't mention politics and just have nice conversations.
Yeah, try not to do that with anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to seem like a jerk about it, because I know it's all terrible, but we don't need to, until somebody shows me facts that this person, that person knew. I'm not going to make any, like I said, snap judgments are not the thing I'm going to do.
You can't. All we know is basically that poor girl has been brave enough to make these accusations against Vince. And that is all we know at the moment. 99% certain he's that sort of perverted, bloody rich, like a lot of them are, self-entitled twat that did all those things. But that is all we know.
Yep.
We don't know about anybody else. They've not named anybody else as yet. So they go around casting aspersions on people that got no idea about what's gone on.
Exactly. And let's just see what happens with Cody Rhodes, The Rock, and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and let's not flip our lids over it just yet.
Nope, definitely not.
One thing on Monday Night Raw that I did see that I really enjoyed was the opening segment. They had Seth out there, and then they had Cody come out. But I liked that they had Cody come out. Cody didn't get a word in, which I think was a smart thing for them to do.
Yeah.
At this point, because him speaking probably wouldn't have. I don't know. I just felt like it was. I think it was the best way to go about it for me, anyway.
Yeah, and throwing Drew into the mix as well was a really good idea.
I think Drew's been really good on the mic. This was really good last week with his CM Punk thing. I popped through the roof because I just thought that you think he's gonna say something nice, and he says, "I've been praying for you to get injured."
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. And then here he was like, "Nobody wants to fight Roman Reigns' title anymore because you know how it's gonna end. One of his family is gonna interfere, and you're gonna lose. He did it to me. He did it to him."
That's it, isn't it? It's, as they say, all the best promos are built on truths.
Yep.
And that was definitely it is, and it's been going on now for ages. And all these people are getting butthurt about him not ever losing the title. If it wasn't for the bloody bloodline, then he wouldn't still have the title.
True.
He would have lost it at Clash at the Castle.
If we could go back, he probably would have lost it before that.
Yeah, but he would definitely lost it then.
Yeah, I mean, but go back in time and look at any heel champion who held the belt for an extended amount of time. I bet he won a lot by DQ, or he won by somebody helping him.
Oh, Ric Flair was the worst for it.
Oh, exactly.
The amount of times he got counted out just to hang on to his title.
Yeah, or
the horseman attack people, or do
exactly. It's a story as it's a story as old as wrestling. Also, looks like we're gonna get Gunther versus Jey Uso now.
That sounds interesting.
Should be fun.
That will be fun.
A big Australian man and a Samoan guy beating the crap out of each other. Sign me up.
What's wrong with that? Yeah, exactly.
That's what professional wrestling's all about, right there, pal. Are they setting that up for Elimination Chamber, or is it going to be on Raw?
I think that's going to be an Elimination Chamber.
Should be. I wonder if they have any matches. There'll be a women's chamber match, I assume, for number one contendership on Raw, and then I'm assuming that there'll be a men's for the I don't know championship at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up real quick just to see.
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber Perth. All right, so we've got 3 matches announced already. We have the Judgment Day will defend the tag team titles against either Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate or DIY. So that should be fun. We've got Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. And thus far, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, and Zoe Stark have qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. So they didn't say anything about that one being on there. So maybe it will be on Raw next week. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe not.
I love the promo that Rhea's cutting for Elimination Chamber at the moment. Down here, we have a say. He said, "No worries." You know what? Worry.
I should be an Australian then, Glenn, because I say that a lot to people. I say, "No worries."
Yeah.
I say I had an uncle. I have an uncle because he's still living, but I just haven't seen him in a while. I have an uncle, and he used to say that all the time. And he had a boat too, and people would. He didn't have it written on the boat. But people would always ask him like, "What's the name of your boat?" And he would say, "No worries."
No
So maybe
worries.
that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's because I worry about everything. So I mean, I don't want you to worry. I got it. Don't worry about it. I'll worry about it all myself. You don't have to worry.
Yeah, that's it.
That might be the one. I don't got anything else you want to talk about, or you want to move on to our interesting match of the week?
Well, I think we've just about covered all the good and the bad and downright disgusting of the week.
That's a good point. We have covered the good, the bad, the downright disgusting. So, Glenn, you're gonna have to tell me this is Kendo Nagasaki
Kendo Nagasaki.
and Gorgeous George.
Yeah, he's his manager. But they got him to actually wrestle in this match.
So this is the Gorgeous George.
It is the British Gorgeous George.
Oh, okay. So it's not like the okay.
No, it's not like the American one.
Okay, I was gonna say.
This is the original, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say I think he would be really old by that point. And then we got Mick McManus and Steve Logan is who they're taking on.
These are two of the most notorious heels in British wrestling at this time. And as you will see, Mick McManus as a Lego man haircut.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see it. This guy looks like he's going to do some fencing. He's got a fencing mask on for some reason.
Yeah, he's Kendo Nagasaki.
Oh, and that means what to me, Glenn?
That's a Kendo mask he's wearing.
Oh, I just remember when I was in like the 7th grade, we did fencing in gym class, and we had to put a hat on like that.
Yeah, so it's a Ken, and he's got his sword and everything there. Look, he's got his Kendo sword, the armor, the mask.
What the fuck is the creepy clown about? I don't like that. Who the fuck is this guy? The guy in the white. I don't like it.
Oh, that's Gorgeous George.
He was creeping me out.
Well, he won't be in a minute. Don't worry when he gets out of that body suit.
Good, please take it off. I don't like it. He looks like a weird alien or something like that. I don't know why, but I just don't like it.
That guy's got thicker glasses than I wear.
That I'm about to say, you take his glasses off, he can't see shit.
No.
Oh, these guys look like they drink 70 beers a day, smoke 3 packs of cigarettes, and beat up everyone they've ever touched.
That's Steve Logan, and that's basically about right.
Okay.
And here comes Mick McManus. There you go.
Wow.
Look Lego hair.
He literally looks like the Lego guy.
This is why I picked this one.
Oh, that's great. Oh, the Lego man. I don't like this guy's getup. I feel like he had like white face paint on too, but he doesn't.
He doesn't. Really no, he's just very pasty.
He's just the pasty man.
Mm.
This is weird. Is he wrestling with that thing on?
No. It will be taking it all off now.
I don't like that getup. They used to show us this weird show when I was in school to make us like want to read, and it had like this weird alien in it, and he looks like that weird alien. And that thing used to creep me out, and now I'm creeped out by it now. Thinking about it. Oh, he's taking off he just got off, and he just had a big fucking sword match, so now he's got to take all his gear off.
Yeah.
Oh my god, his hair. It doesn't matter how hard you hit him, I don't think his hair's moving.
No, it's not.
It ain't going anywhere. Oh, goodness gracious me.
And of course, officiating, we have the one and only Max Wall.
Was he the same one from the last match we watched?
Yes. Yeah.
They're telling him, take that fucking weird suit off. You're freaking me out too. He's like, hey man, fuck you. You look like a Lego guy. All right, he doesn't want to, but he's gonna take it off. He is white as a motherfucker. Look at his hands. Holy Lord.
He's
pasty like Sheamus.
Yeah.
All right, Glenn, get your dollar bills out. He's about to take it out. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Georgia Scourge. Georgia Scourge. Oh, this is weird too. I don't know, Glenn. I don't know. This might be worse. So he's got my grandfather's pajamas on, and then he's got some kind of weird tights over that.
Yeah.
Right. Holy cow. He looks like British Richard Simmons. Oh, and the hair's coming off. Oh, now he is gorgeous. He looks like he lives in a trailer in fucking Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Not very gorgeous. And this guy's got a fucking bonnet on, so that's something. This is ridiculous.
I thought you'd like it.
We got two caricatures of I don't know what wrestling a guy who probably beats the shit out of people in the bars all the time. All right, well, finally, after being weirded out for a while, and you ever seen the movie Little Nicky, Glenn?
No.
Okay, well, if you ever did, he looks like one of the weird demons from Little Nicky. This red gentleman here, Kenzo Sasaki.
Kendo Nagasaki.
Kenzo Nagasaki. I called him Kenzo Sasaki, which I think is a whole different wrestler.
Yeah.
This guy's not Japanese, I assume.
No.
I didn't think so. Here we go now. He's got him in a chin hold. This is the guy who does not have the weird haircut. That was a strike. It's kind of weird, like the picture's kind of cut off at the top a little bit. I can't see his face, which I'm not upset about because whatever's going on with his fucking mask, I don't like. So he's a scrawny guy. He's like, look at his scrawny little legs. Max Ward said none of that. This isn't a rounds match, is it?
Yes, it will be, I think.
Oh, I didn't know if they did that with tag team matches.
Yeah.
Also, Gorgeous George looks like he's got rain boots on, not wrestling boots, so that's something. He's waiting on a rainstorm. Oh, that was a rough punch right to the throat. This guy looks like he'd be one of the Munsters, though, too. If you put him in black and white.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Addams Family. Yeah. Was that big over there in England, the Addams Family?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, of course. And back to our regularly scheduled programming. Now it's time for a nerve hold. He's really digging it in there, too. Max Ward kicking shit out of the ring. Kenzo Nagasaki. He can't be stopped. Did I say it right that time?
Kendo Nagasaki.
I'm never going to get it right. I'm going to say it wrong every time, probably. Kendo Nagasaki.
Hey, you got
Kendo Nagasaki. He's getting the Kendo Nagasaki out of him right now is what's happening. Oh, the Lego man's in, and he's gonna lay the bricks down. He's gonna build something out of your face. They're beating the shit out of him. He's gonna have some lumps under that mask. He's like, all right, man, I'm holding the tag rope. Oh, fuck. That was stiff. This guy's built like my grandmother.
He's on the TV table now.
Good Lord, they're beating the shit out of him. I don't like his mask either. Hit him again. Fuck this guy. Jesus Christ. He must owe him money.
Your wish is his command.
Oh, here comes the Lego guy. He's like, I hate my hair and I'm going to take it out on you. Oh my God, the hair. I cannot. I cannot with the hair. It's ridiculous. So this had to be like what, from the 70s, 80s?
70 something, I think.
Those poor timekeepers are like, can you keep your fucking feet off our table, please? Shit. Oh, good knee strike there by Kendo. I'm just gonna stick with first names, Glenn. I think it's the best way for me to go.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I can remember Kendo. I'll get that right. That was what we call a receipt. His hair still hasn't moved. He just fucking elbowed him right in the face. Still hasn't moved. Oh, he's clenching his belly. Oh, that was a pin, huh? Yeah, they won
Yeah.
the first fall here. The fucking weird guys. Oh, I wouldn't take that from him. Come on, Grandma. Sorry, the guy reminds me of my grandma a little bit. Sort of. I'm sure he's not as tough as my grandma, because my grandma's pretty tough, but he's got the same kind of hairstyle as my grandma. Oh, he's like, oh, my hair. It was my hair. Okay. That was my hair. I can't believe they made my hair move. All right, so I don't understand his mask. Is the mask supposed to look like the thing he had on before he took it off?
I think so. I think that was part of the gimmick. It was
Okay.
supposed to look like he had a grate on it.
Okay. They're discussing strategy now. Maybe I'll wipe my head with this towel. Let me get my hairline correct. He's like, you bastards are in trouble once I get my hairline straightened. You don't want to mess with the Lego man once his hairline is straightened. I don't know his real name. I'm just going to go with the Lego man.
That is Mick McManus.
Mick McManus, a.k.a. the Lego man. He's being worked over in the corner by Kendo. Nagasaki. I think I got it.
Yep.
Woohoo! Everybody at home, if you're listening, take a drink every time I get the name right. Also, take a drink when I get it wrong.
Like I said, lot of old tag ropes there, aren't they?
They really do. I noticed that, but I think it's good for choking your opponent with.
Yeah. You also get halfway around the ring without.
That way you'll be easily accessible for a tag, yeah. They can tag you from the fourth row. Speaking of the fourth row, he's about to knock this fucking guy into the fourth row. Either he's like really overselling it or he's really beating the shit out of him. And I'm going to go with the latter.
He's after the mask.
Oh, you don't want to do that. He's horribly ugly under there, right?
Yes. I will send you a picture of him later.
Oh, I thought we were just kidding, but yeah, he is horribly ugly then, huh?
There's a big unmasking ceremony that they do at one point.
Was he pretending to be like Japanese or no?
As much as what's his name? David Carradine, Kung Fu.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As much as he was.
So something like that. Okay, I get where we're going with this now. I understand it. Is it kind of another thing that was adopted by a TV show a little bit?
No.
No,
this is purely for World of Sport.
Good Lord, that is the tag rope. Is he can
literally
get over there and punch his opponent while still holding the tag rope?
He had a longer unbeaten record than the Undertaker.
I was going to say longer than that tag rope.
Yeah, longer than that tag rope, definitely.
Sasaki here did? I mean, Kendo?
Kendo did. He would never ever lose.
Really? Gorgeous George in here. Is he trying? I thought he was trying to shove his hand into his mouth, but that's not what he was going for.
No, he's pulling on his nose, I think.
So he wasn't trying to fist him, is what you mean?
No.
No? Okay, that's good. I don't want to watch a fisting.
I think.
Oh, a chop now.
I think with Steve Logan, his Achilles heel was his nose. And with Mick McManus, it was his ears. There's a match between him and Les Kellett where Les Kellett keeps pulling his ears and he goes mad.
That sounds like fun.
Lego man.
Oh, Gorgeous George is getting angry now. He said, "Don't you make fun of my wrestling boots."
Yeah.
Or my strange get up that I wore out here. John Lennon wore it in 1962. I don't know. I'm making up shit.
People expect it.
Yeah. If you've come here for facts, you've come to the wrong place. Oh, we just kicked the fuck out of him. I think we call that a receipt, don't we?
Yeah, I think so.
This is fucking amazing. Old British wrestling. I love it. Oh, he tags him on in now. Gorgeous George. Oh, he went right for the throat. No fucking around. He said, "I'm choking this motherfucker." Now he's wailing on him.
No.
Jesus Christ. Just an assault on that man's esophagus.
And his kidneys.
This isn't a wrestling match. This is just an assault now. They're beating him like he owes them money. Did Gorgeous George do something to one of y'all's sisters? God damn, man. Getting the fuck out of him. He's like, what day is it? I don't even know.
Oh, hey, Kendo back. Oh, no. He's gone again.
Gets one right for his troubles. Literally, I've seen street fights that were less stiff than this.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're all tied up in a fall of peace, Glenn. Oh, boy.
1-1.
1-1. Oh, the next fall must go quickly, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, he needs a hug. That's nice. It's always good to hug your tag team partner, right, Glenn?
Oh.
Don't do that hugging shit in here. McManus and Logan.
They've received a public warning for that.
Public warning. I got to remember that, Glenn. I'm going to start issuing public warnings when we're watching shows randomly. I'm going to be like, hey, stop it. It's a public warning. When the mayor starts singing Judas, that's a public warning.
Public warning, yeah.
That is a public warning. Don't do that.
3 public warnings, it's a disqualification.
3 of those and you're getting muted, buddy.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't think Gorgeous George can continue because they beat the shit out of him. He said, what do you mean? What's the British word for wussy, Glenn?
Wussy.
Oh, okay. Good. It's easy translatable.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's one of those.
Is there like a British slang word for someone who is a wussy, like a different word that you'd use?
No, not really.
Darn it. I was hoping there'd be something strange.
Not that's not derogatory anyway.
Yeah. That didn't mean something worse.
Yeah, that's it.
Got an elbow to the face. I imagine this is going to end in knockout because 2 more of those. Oh, God.
Yeah, basically somebody that's wussy is a wuss.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we call them. There's another word, but I don't like to use that word so much. I used to use it, but...
Yeah, I know which one it is. That's the one I was reluctant to use as well.
No, and when you think about that, those are much tougher than people give them credit for.
Oh, he's
they have kids, so to be one of those, you're actually pretty goddamn tough. So that's why you shouldn't use that word. Anyway, much to my surprise, Gorgeous George and the guy in the mask window is going to talk. I don't have the sound shared, unfortunately for you, Glenn.
That's all right.
But they are the winners, and they're congratulating their opponents. That's nice. He's clapping for them. Good sportsmanship. I was waiting for him to fucking punch him in the face. I really was. The announcer's like, get out of here before they beat you up some more. I don't know what's happening. Oh, they're announcing them as the winners. Is there anything more that we need to continue to watch? Probably.
No. That's it. It's all done now.
Well, that does it. Kendo, Nagasaki,
Kendo,
George, Kendo, whatever. Kendo, Nagasaki and Gorgeous George are the winners against what's their names of the game? The Lego Man and Nick McManus.
Mick McManus and Steve Logan.
So there you go. That's our edition of watching a random British wrestling match. We'll do that every so often. I can't say it'll be every week because we already do enough shows.
That's right. We're just filling this because of the special that's coming out tomorrow. Not today.
It's already out. Yeah,
it's already out.
And also, I just want to say that the Sid show will not be out for Friday. We're going to move to Saturday because we're going to record it on Friday night with the mayor. So we're going to bump that to Saturday instead of Friday since we're watching War Games and the debut of the Shockmaster. We're going to do that on Friday night with the mayor, and then I will put it out on Saturday. So be on the lookout for that on Saturday. But Glenn, who do you need to plug before we get out of here?
Well, we already plugged that UTC podcast with Danny and Rob.
You got it.
The first and last of wrestling. DDT Wrestling, they're on a bit of hiatus at the moment. Real life issues have got in the way with them, so they're not doing anything. Nitrogen Podcast, they've actually go back and listen to their back catalogue because they're not doing any more. Everybody's collapsing at the moment. It's just us. And of course,
the Doctor Who podcast with Danny Inside. SJP World Media. I forgot that part.
That's all right.
I can see you, Glenn. I ain't fucking going anywhere. You can't get me off the air. Every week you're gonna hear me. Oh, yeah, I was going to get to that. Make sure you check out Sports Wire Radio and give our buddy Thomas Bryce a follow on all the social media platforms. Glenn strained his shoulder reaching up there to point at it. And make sure you check out the website. It's sportswireradio.org. That's sports with the Z, wireradio.org. And give the other member of our podcast team, the mayor of Canton, a follow on Twitter. It is Wednesday today as we're recording this, so that means it's Thursday when you're hearing it, which means you can probably watch A Meal with the Mayor right now on the Twitter X. So go on over there, give him a follow. It's at Mayor of Canton. And make sure you check out all the other projects we've got. As Glenn mentioned, right now we have a Warring the Attitude Out where Mr. Dan Griffin from the UTT podcast joined us as we reviewed One Night Only, which was a house show that had some really great matches that made you kind of sad at the end.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so make sure you listen to that. That was a lot of fun talking with Dan. And make sure, of course, we talked about it live in Times of Psycho Sid. You can listen to episode 20 right now or watch it on YouTube. Episode 22, I think it is. 21's out right now. 22 will be us watching the 1993 War Games match and the debut of the Shockmaster because Sid is involved in all of that. So be on the lookout for that. And I think that's all I got to plug. Oh, yeah, and check out the Apron Bump podcast. I appeared on the Apron Bump podcast with Kyle this week. We reviewed Vengeance Day 2003, which one of the matches was Jamie Noble facing off against Billy Gunn. And if Jamie Noble won, he got to have sex with Tori Wilson. No, I'm not making that up. That is true. That's actually a thing that went on. So if you want to hear how that took place, listen to that.
Oh, that was what that was about. The sex briefcase thing.
Yes. Yeah. He had his briefcase with him. It was something. Give that a listen to.
So Tory in the bank rather than money in the bank.
I wish it would have been like on a poll. I think I say it on the show that they should have put the thing on a poll, but they didn't, unfortunately. But if you want to hear all about that, make sure you check out the Apron Bump podcast. Give Kyle a follow on the Twitter X gimmick. Check him out on YouTube. It's all there. But that's it. That is all. I got nothing else to plug.
No.
All we need is for Glenn to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
The recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.